Yes, yes, yes. We coming in the name of Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Kukrakadash. Yes, yes. Like to get them elders in great millstone, double honors, as they deserve. Get them other brothers on down to the youngins, much respect, and the hopefully elect. You know, get to what you gotta do. You know, it's a Sweet Tea song named song called "It's My Beat." Yeah, it's my beat. You know, and I transformed it into "Preach this word, preach this word." Yeah, preach this word. That's what we gotta do. We gotta preach this word, man. You know, preach this word. Yes, yes, yes. Preach this word. That's what we gotta do, brothers. We gotta preach this word, man. That's what we gotta do. Regardless, you know, regardless of what you're going through, you know, you gotta preach this word. That's what you was preordained to do. So don't, you know, don't let the Satan trick you and twist you up, you know. Because I just took a little, a mini walk out there, you know. And, you know, it ain't nothing but dope fiends out there right now. You know, it's three something in the morning, almost 4. You know, I took a little walk. I saw some Mexicans, some, what's this, should I say, some not some Israelites, yes, because they're Israelites too. But what's this? What's yeah, I saw some Israelites out there, you know, and they were setting up, cooking. You know, they almost was cooking, but they was just setting up. So I saw them, so I took a little walk over where they at, you know, and they wasn't ready yet. So I just came on back, you know. And as I looked in the streets, you know, I saw a few women of the streets walking. One sister with a blonde wig on, you know. I don't know if it was a sister or a man, you know. And dope fiends out, you know, the dope fiends come out at night. yes. So, you know, I came on back in and said, you know, it's time to preach that word, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to preach this word. Genesis 3:15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. I shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So, you know, he put empathy between, you know, thee and thy woman, and between thee and thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. You know, so the Most High put empathy, you know, between the woman, you know, and thy seed, you know, and it shall bruise thy head and bruise his heel, you know. So if it bruises heel, if it bruises head, well, that, you know, that's a deadly blow, you know, and thy heel, you know, the foot, you know, so it's gonna bruise the head and the fetuses. The Most High, you know, when he do and say something, ooh, watch out now. Okay, Psalms 116:13. I will take the cup of salvation and call it upon the name of Yahweh. So, you know, the cup of salvation, that's what we all hoping and wishing for. You know, the cup of salvation. Because that's what we need. We need salvation. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So that's what Esau has done. He done turned things upside down, in Babylon the Great. He got Dwayne Wade, turning his son into a girl. We got transvestites out here, looking like, women, but they're men, and that's why you got to stay of a sober mind, because sometimes we ain't getting no box, we ain't getting no pussy, and sometimes we be wanting some pussy, but if the Most High say, lead us not to get no box, we can't get no box, we can't get no pussy. So that's why you got to keep a sober mind, because you'd be horny out here, and if you ain't sober, you'll think one of them transvestites is a woman when it ain't nothing but a man. What I thought was a bitch was nothing but a man. And that's what's going on right now. You think it's a bitch, but it ain't nothing but a man. So that's why you gotta be sober out here. You can't be drinking, get drunk, and wandering around. You gotta keep a skillful eye. You gotta be sharp. (46:10). Declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient time the things that are yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. So he declared the end from the beginning, So he knew what was going. He put in motion what was happening in the end time before the beginning, So because this is the Most High strip. This is his movie, So whatever his pleasure is, and I will do all my pleasure, saying my counsel shall stand, So who gonna stop what the Most High, put together? Nobody. Just like Keith Sweat said, nobody. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient time the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. So if he said he gonna do it, it's gonna get done. And we're gonna go to 45 and 21. Isaiah. Tell ye and bring them near, yea, let them take counsel together, who has declared them this from the ancient time, who has told it from that time. Have not I, Yahweh, and there is no Yahweh else beside me? I just Yahweh and a Savior. There is none beside me. So, it's the Most High, and there's nobody beside him, nobody greater than him. Nobody. Whatever he say, go. And he said, preach this word. Preach this word. Preach this word. And I'm going to preach this word, because it was ordained for me to do it. Before the beginning of this earth, before this earth was even made, it was preordained for me to preach this word. Isaiah 51:17-23. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Yahweh the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken and dreads of the cup of trembling, and wrung them. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she has brought forth. Neither is there any that taken her by the hand of all the sons that she has brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? The salutation and destruction, and the famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? The sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of fury of Yahweh and rebuke of thy power. Therefore, hear now, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus says Yahweh, thy power. Thus says Yahweh, Yahweh, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thy hand the cup of trembling, even as dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflicted thee, which have said to my soul, bow down that we may go over. And thou hast made thy body as the ground and as the streets to them, and went over. So the Most High, he made us drink of that cup, that cup of fury, and and it was nothing but destruction and famine and a sword, Thy sons have fainted, they lie at the heads of the streets as wild bulls in a net. So our sons, they out there, selling drugs, doing what they want to do, like wild bulls in the street, drinking that lean, getting fucked up, all that bullshit, staying up, selling drugs, and that's what Issachar, Issachar, that's who was out there, selling at the taco, Issachar. Yes, and they rebuked, and awake up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hands of the Lord, has thou drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wronged them. There is none to guide her among all her sons, whom shall she brought forth, neither is there any that hath, by the hand of the sons that she has brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? So nobody wasn't sorry for us. They didn't give a fuck about, what was happening to us. The killings, if we got killed, if we went to jail, that nigga in jail, who gives a fuck? Nobody felt sorry for us. But the Most High said, thus says Yahweh, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thy hand the cup of trembling, So slowly but surely, he raising that cup up, He just took the cup out of the hand, of Jerusalem. But we had to go through it first. We had to go through the bush, we had to go through the bush of spikes. We had to go through everything, the hanging, and we still gotta go through Jacob's trouble. So but he done took the cup out now, and now it's finna Esau finna have it, and the people that fucked over us, and thou shalt no more drink it again. So we ain't gonna drink the cup no more. It ain't. So when we get to the kingdom, it's gonna be we ain't gonna sin again. It's gonna be in our inner, to not sin no more. Like a computer chip. It's gonna be inside of us. We ain't gonna be able to sin. So we ain't gonna be able to go off no more. Jeremiah 25:14-17. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands. So many kingdoms have served themselves of us, reaping the benefits of all the Israelites, of the so-called Mexicans, they reap the benefits off them. The so-called black men, they didn't reap the benefits off them, off us, and the so-called the Indians, the so-called Indians, they didn't reap the benefits off them. For thus says the Lord, power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I sent thee to drink it, and they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at the Yahweh's hand, and made all the nations to drink unto whom Yahweh had sent me. So so Yahweh gave Jeremy the cup that all the nations that did Israel wrong to drink of it, from his violent anger, from the violent anger. And we're gonna push to Jeremiah 25:28. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thy hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus says Yahweh of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. So you can't deny this cup. When the Most High give it to you, you shall certainly drink of it. So Esau, and Moab, the Asians, they drinking of the cup right now for the coronavirus. Yes. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation to the same time. And in that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in a book. So during Jacob's trouble, in the hour of temptation, it's going to be a time I never be seen before. And the Most High going to send Michael the archangel, with Yahweh Shai, and they gonna help us up. They gonna deliver us, into them chariots. Beam us up, Scott. Beam them up, Scotty. Gonna beam us up, because it's gonna be great tribulation for them, But if you endure to the end, you will win. And the ones that's written in the book, you preordained to win. Matthew 11:28-30. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burdens is light. The Most High, he wants you to take on his yoke, the ones that are labored and are heavy burdened, and he will give you rest, He will give you rest from this cold bullshit world, even though we got to go through what we go through, this word, gonna give you rest, gonna open your mind up, and you're gonna see, Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. Take this word and learn of the Most High. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So the Most High, he that load that you got on you, he telling you, take on the yoke of his. Take on this word. Clothe this word with you. And a precept for that is 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. To get the commandments in you, what I'm saying? And his commandments is not grievous, So that's the yoke, what I'm saying? Take on the commandments. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. So that's that Jacob's trouble. That Jacob's trouble coming our way. And Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false anointings and false prophets, and shall do great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So them signs, they gonna be so good at it, that they almost could deceive the very elect, but they can't deceive the elect, because the elect gonna get hit like, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Matthew 26 through 29. And they were eating. Yahweh Shai took the bread and blessed it, and broke and breaked it, and gave it to the disciples and said, take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, drink ye of it, all of it. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for their transmissions of sins. But I say unto you, I would not drink herefore of this fruit of the wine until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. So we make it to the end. The Most High gonna drink the wine with us. You're gonna drink wine with Yahweh Shai. And because he shedded his blood for us. So he not, he gonna drink wine with us when we get in the kingdom, for all those that endured with us. Matthew 26:39. And he went a little farther and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou will. So Yahweh Shai prayed, asking the Most High to let this cup pass from him. But his will, no. But the Father's will. The cup is a motherfucker. When Yahweh Shai, if Yahweh give it to his son, he gonna give it to everybody else. If Yahweh Shai had to drink of that cup, best believe we gonna have to drink of the cup too, brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to go through this Jacob's trouble. We're gonna have to go through this hour of temptation. We're gonna drink of that cup. His will be done, not our will. Mark 14:25. Verily I say unto you, I will drink no more of the fruit of this vine until that day that I drink new in the kingdom of Yahweh, of the power. So, like I said, we gonna drink with Yahweh Shai, and we're gonna drink wine with Yahweh Shai. Mark 14:36. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou will. So, the Yahweh Shai, the cup wasn't easy for him. The cup was painful. So that's why he prayed to the Most High. Take this cup away from me, man. He despised that cup. But, he always said, not my will, but your will be done, Most High. But he still prayed and asked him to take it away. You know what I'm saying? Just like we're going to have to pray and ask him to take it away through Jacob's trouble and through the hour of temptation. Most High, take it. Please get us. Please come get us. Please take this cup away. Because the cup of wrath is a motherfucker. When Most High pull out that cup of wrath on you, well, you in trouble. Luke 16:13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. So you can't serve the world and serve the Most High. You can't have love for the world and you gonna have to choose up. Just like them fellas tell them females, choose up, bitch. Choose up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So brother, you gonna have to choose up, brother. You gonna love the world or you gonna love Yahweh? Choose up, brother. I already done chose up. I done chose up to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I'm serving the Most High. I ain't gonna serve the ways of the world. I ain't gonna serve that. No, I'm serving the Most High. I ain't gonna commit adultery. And go with the world and they bullshit. Romans 3:23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. So we all, it ain't nobody, sinless down here. Even all the brothers in the camps, the elders, on down to the youngins. We all sin. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect down here. We give double honors to the elders, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, that they sin too. You know what I'm saying? So they're all are looked at as filthy rags down here. Romans 7:24. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? So this body is wretched. It's filled with, shit, I want to do this. That's why I had to take that walk. I had to take that walk out there because it was messing with me inside this room. So I had to take a walk outside, clear my mind up. And then when I came back, you see what I'm doing? Preach this word. I'm going to preach this word. Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present times are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You know, so the suffering and pain that we going through and finna go through, you know, it in this present time are not worthy to compare. It's not even worthy to compare to what we gonna have. We gonna visit different galaxies. We gonna have chariots. We gonna have grandchildren upon grandchildren. We gonna have many children. We gonna have many wives. You know? So yeah, we can't get no box right now. Yeah, we can't. You know, we ain't getting no pussy. You know, but when we get in the kingdom, we gonna get that and more. We gonna have a lot of sex. Colossians 3:5-6. So, you know, sometimes your manhood suffering. Sometimes you wake up with your dick hard as a brick. You know, go take a shower. You know, walk it off. 3:5-6. Mortifully, therefore, your members which are upon the earth fornicate uncleanness, in indulgence, affliction, evil communications, and covenants, which is idolatry, for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh coming on the children of disobedience. So, you know, you got to watch out for that, you know, that uncleanness, you know, that fornication, you know. You go into different doctrines and all of that. You got to stay only in this word, you know. That's idolatry to the Most High, you know. For which sake, you know, that's what our people are into. They go into Islam. Oscar Nama fake them. Oscar, you know, brother, you know, somebody I know from back, you know, I was in the county building, you know, getting my little benefits, you know, got to sign my little papers, and this brother, Oscar Nama fake them. You know, I ignored him. I know what that bullshit is, you know. But I said, what's up, bro? You know, because he kept on with it. I said, I'm a fake him. I said, I'm a fake him. You know, I was like, man, I know this, man. What's up? He said, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? You know, and all that. You know, I didn't even tell him, you know, I don't argue about this Bible and about, you know, that.